Assalamualaikum Dr. Hazirah. I'm Nur Adini binti Rosdi, matrix number 261862. My part is introduction and conclusion. First of all, I want to present introduction. First, TMB's background. The Electricity Supply Department was established under the Electricity Supply Act on 1 September 1990 as a regulatory body, the electricity supply industry, when the National Electricity Board was privatized into Tenaga Nasional Berhad (TNB). Two individuals responsible for building electric generators were Lok Yew and Tambosami Pillai for the use of their mines in 1894. TNB is one of companies which listed in largest ranking in Malaysia as it covers a total stock exchange worth RM 60 billion. In addition, TNB has more than 14 branches in each state and more than 500 stockists throughout Malaysia. Today, TNB is a leading company in electricity generation and is an integral part of network of diversified business activities. Today, TNB also has a complete electricity supply system throughout Peninsula Malaysia and Sabah. For the vision to be a leading energy service company of choice. For the mission, we are committed to customer satisfaction at all times through excellence in our products and service. For the change objective, the change objective is intended to ensure reliability and security of supply during a trying time when many people are having to stay at home with their families and work from home. Then, to maintain service availability for convenience of customers while adhering to safety and health of the public and staff and social distancing as advised by authorities through digital and online channels. Last, to help the low-income group by providing discounts on electricity consumption.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Nur Izzati Nabila binti Cik Mr. Elais Yusof. My metric number 262223. I'll present on external and internal forces that lead to change based on fossil analysis. The external pressure of a TNB company were globalization and geopolitical development. This is because of the pandemic COVID-19 crisis that placing pressure on the company to change the way they operate. This pressure stemmed from the temporary closure of industry and business to prevent the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Therefore, TNB company, which is the only company that supplies electricity to Malaysia, changed the way they operate as they were committed to ensuring that the change that they are driving is for a better and brighter tomorrow. The restraining forces for external pressure is TNB are being critical when they have to following government order, which is the limitation of employees during movement control order (MCO), and they need to maintain social distancing. This has put the utility under great financial strain, necessitating the implementation of regulatory policies to ensure the industry long-term viability. The driving forces to implementing this external pressure is to ensure the economy moving. TNB will continue to invest in the system and infrastructure to reinforce and improve dependability, security, and responsiveness. The likely outcome for this implemented to change is TNB companies were preparing initiative to control the spread of COVID-19 by providing a 6-month reduction on monthly payment as follows. 6-month 50% discount for the 6 sectors, identified as being most impacted by COVID-19, which is hotels, travel agencies, local airline office, retail malls, conference centers, and theme parks. Also, a 2% 6-month discount is available to all residential, commercial, industrial, and particular agriculture customers. The internal The internal pressure of TNB company is enhanced social citizenry to maintain the reputation of the company. The year 2020 has been incredibly difficult, with movement and social restriction necessitated by the pandemic substantially restricting commercial activities as well as travel. This resulting in a substantial decrease in demand for energy. During this pandemic, TNB did not need to shut down their company because TNB was categorized as an essential service, but they need to follow the rules or the standard operational procedure (SOP) that has been set by the government. The restraining forces for internal pressure is because of the uncertainties and instability brought about by the pandemic COVID-19 and because of financial instability caused by the pandemic lead to a higher bill payment default rate. With the unstable economic condition during the pandemic, TNB had taken prudent initiative earlier so that the reputation of their company did not fall. Meanwhile, the driving forces to implementing internal pressure is TNB firms are making this adjustment to discover solutions that will address all of this demand in the community while also benefiting their business. TNB will continue to guarantee that the country receives the full needed to power our producing facilities and that power is distributed to all 9.2 million consumers. TNB spends around 2.5 billion ringgit per month on generation expenditures. TNB come out with another initiative which is residential electricity customer can pay their bill for power use during the MCO period in installment. The payment plan is immediately presented. The installment payment is intended to relieve the burden on customers affected by COVID-19. This discount, which will help over 7 million low-income Malaysians, will be automatically applied to all TNB registered domestic customers and will be available from April 2020 to September 2020. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nazira binti Ramli. My metri number is 262095. I will continue with the change based on the 6-block organization model that consists of purpose, structure, reward, helpful mechanism, relationship and leadership, but the change made by the company may not contain all these factors. TNB does not state or announce whether they reward their employees for complying with the change made by the company as well as the helpful mechanism. Number 1 is purpose. The purpose of the change made by TNB by providing the 6-month discount to its consumer because TNB support the government's effort to reduce the burden of people who have been affected by COVID-19. In fact, TNB also promised not to cut off the electricity supply to consumers who are in arrears. Through this change, Malaysians do not have to worry about electricity bills when they must stay at home because the discount will be given by TNB. Number 2 is structure. The management of the company has changed the structure of the work schedule because to show compliance with the government's directive to reduce the number of employees. During the MCO, TNB will temporarily stop its meter readings operations where previously there will be an employee who come to each house to make a meter readings. TNB only allows critical or essential service to operate to ensure all consumers have a stable and continuous supply of electricity. Next is relationship. When TNB has given discount to all its users for 6 months, then it has caused a change in the relationship between TNB and several parties, which is government, employees and customer. TNB is not a government company, but TNB still agree with the government's economic stimulus package, Prihatin, introduced by the government. Why the TNB employees, most of them work from home, except those who are involved in in the essential service only, need to work to ensure that all consumers have a stable electricity supply, and TMB customers are allowed to pay their electricity bill late, and electricity supply will not be cut off during the 6 months. The effort made by TMB have improved the relationship between all these parties because TMB have reduced the burden of the pupil and prioritize the safety of its employee so as is not to be exposed to the COVID-19. Last is leadership. At TMB, Datuk Seri Amir Hamzah Azizan was the Chief Executive Officer CEO at the time, showed a good leadership trait when he was very concerned for the safety of his employee by not allowing meter readings operations to be performed during the MCO 1.0. Although the electricity bill issue is inaccurate compared to the actual meter reading, but the decisions need to be made to avoid his employee being exposed to the spread of COVID-19. Next is the type of change took place in TMB. The type of change implemented by TMB is developmental change. Developmental change enhance existing process and procedure and does not have to be a large scale. TMB only made improvement towards their business by giving a 6-month discount to its consumer. TMB also maintains the originality of the business and make change for the short terms as it support the government's effort to reduce the burden of the pupil and encourage people to stay at home without having a worry about electricity bills. This change is only temporary where it depends on the situations in Malaysia which is being hit by COVID-19 so as to affect the daily life of the people. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Rusmini binti Isman, metric number 261839. I will present a communication process of change in 3.0 part. As we know, communication process refer to a set of acts or stage that must be followed in order to communicate effectively. The communication process has several components that enable the transmission of a message, and it is also the way change is communicated. It's important to the success of the change program, especially for the change of TMB, Tenaga Nasional Berhad Company, that encourage their organization to change a certain aspect into their organization during pandemic of COVID-19. There are 5 components that must be used by the manager of TMB, which is feedback, channel, sender or receiver, encoding or decoding, and noise. Next is the communication strategies used by manager in TMB. There are 3 communication strategies. The first one is spray and pray strategy. This refers to, in a simple sense, employees are given an information about any process of change, development and problems that occur in the organization without limiting any information to specific issues only. This is because according to the employment policy, the policy states that it is the duty of employers to increase the level of engagement towards employees in the organization and the sharing of important information in their organization. For example, TMB employers provide accurate and fast information to their employees when their employees have to deal with a high risk work environment, such as doing jobs with high voltage levels and also the increasing cases of COVID-19 in Malaysia. So organizational information will be shared via employee emails, employee portals, media and organizational WhatsApp group. Next is underscore and explore strategy. This strategy refer to management engage employees in a dialogue about the change process and seeks to identify obstacles and misunderstanding that will need to be addressed. The first is the change about to reduce bill payments within 6 months, which a percentage that's set by them, and also they have to rearrange their schedule between the management team and workers and the employees who have to work outside the area. The third one is identify and reply strategy. It is used to identify and respond to employee remarks regarding changes and work practices. For example, changes in the current division of tasks faced with COVID-19, a tight work schedule, rigorous job courses, and OT.
Assalamualaikum to Doctor and my classmate. My name is Hafizatun Nabila binti Abu Hanifah, metric number 261601. Next, we move to suggestion. Tenaga Nasional Berhad make a change when they give discount to their customers and give them privilege when they did not have to pay the electric bills around 3 months. However, TNB got many complaints from their customers when it comes to 4th month. This is because the amount of bill is double than usual. This situation shows that TNB's management was not systematic. This company need to use right technology and system to avoid this issue. TNB also need to ensure their employees are familiar with the technology they use to prevent obstacles. In addition, advance in technologies will increase their employees' productivity and can solidify their customer service. Second suggestion is, as a good employer, Tenaga Nasional Berhad are responsible in ensuring their employees' safety and health in good condition. They establish processes and ensure that the workplace is compliant with regulations, especially the employees who came to work since their scope of work associated with electric service. Whenever customer give a call in complaining their electric power shutdown at their residential, these employees need to go there and repair it as soon as possible. TNB need to develop a COVID-19 risk control program based on risk assessment and make sure it follow. Before allowing an employee, visitor or customers into the office, do a daily body temperature measurement and symptom screening. This group of employees will meet a lot of people. Because of that, TNB need to provide basic requirements like sanitization tools and face masks to prevent the transmission of the virus COVID-19. So, we move to the last point of suggestion scope. Provide a great service is a key to provide excellent service quality. Our group suggestion to Tenaga Nasional Berhad is increasing their kiosk payment, especially at rural area. This is because the group of people who stay at rural area will facing difficulties in doing payment of their bill since their residential was far away from urban area like Urban Transformation Center (UTC), which is have self-service payment kiosks, especially during pandemic COVID-19 situation. Many people try to avoid go far from their area in order to prevent this virus spread. At the same time, this suggestion can make the group of people who stay at rural area not left behind in using the great service from Tenaga Nasional Berhad.
So, I will continue the last part. In conclusion, while we were doing this assignment, we learned more about TNB's background, vision and mission, and the company's change objective. Then, we also analyzed the change diagnosis, type of change, and the communication process of change exists in TNB. In addition, we also gained a lot of new knowledge about TNB after analyzing some of the things that are on TNB. Therefore, TNB gave a discount on electricity consumption in conjunction with this MCO to ease the burden of Malaysians. The government has announced the People Caring Economic Stimulus Package worth RM250 billion on 27 March 2020. The discount benefits nearly 7 million low-income Malaysians.